Hi, I'm Tricia Greaves, the founder of Be Totally Free, a nonprofit helping people break free from emotional eating, eating disorders, obesity, and addictions. Now, right now, what I want to do is tell you about a problem, or a question rather, that I hear a lot when people learn about our organization. People hear the name Be Totally Free and they say, is that really possible? Can I really be totally free? And they really are pretty incredulous. They don't believe that a person can really break free from the eating disorder or whatever addiction they're suffering from. But see, I have broken free, and so I can tell you that yes, if I can, you can. And that's the bottom line. So I'm here to offer hope and also to share my personal experience. Now, I grew up as a chubby kid. Food was a big highlight for me. I was eating all the time. I'd come home from school and I'd tear open the cabinets and I'd be eating cereal and cinnamon toast and cookie dough and whatever I could get my hands on. I'd usually have to make stuff because my mom was a bit of a health nut and it wasn't very easy to get the good stuff, so I'd have to make it. But anyway, I grew up really with a weight problem. I was a chubby kid. I hated my weight. I felt just bad about myself. I felt embarrassed. I didn't see why my friends would even be with me because I just felt like just so ugly. I started to diet as I got older, and my diets didn't work. I'd lose a few pounds and then I'd go right back to overeating. I couldn't not have my food. I had to have my food. Life was too dull without it. So any weight that I lost, I'd have to put back on. It was like I had this rubber band effect, you know, where I'd spring right back to where I was, and actually I'd go beyond that most of the time. So I couldn't maintain a thinner body. I had too many emotions and too many feelings that I had to stuff. Today I know that's what I was doing. I was literally stuffing my emotions with food. But at the time I just told myself that I like to eat. So that's what I did. My favorite pastime was sitting down in front of the television with a pan of brownies and a gallon of ice cream. Some hot fudge sauce too, and maybe something salty like some Doritos or Fritos or popcorn. Who love that popcorn? So, you know, these were my binge foods, and my repertoire did grow as I got older. I wasn't very particular. Whatever would do the job of stuffing my feelings and making me feel okay. Because the truth is I wasn't okay. I didn't feel okay. And the food kind of helped even things out to where I felt like I could go out in the world and be normal. It's kind of strange because the more I ate, the more abnormal I felt. But still, in the moment, the food felt like it was really doing something for me. Even though I tried diets and many other things to overcome my problem, I never overcame it. I tried actually an eating disorders therapist, 12-step programs, self-help books, support groups, exercise programs, gyms, whatever I tried, the buddy system, whatever I tried, I'd always need to eat, so nothing worked. I felt very hopeless and like, what's the use? Like nothing's going to work for me. You know, even if I had a good day or a good week, it would always come crashing down with another binge. When I was 21, I was introduced to somebody who could actually help me. This was a man who had lost 120 pounds himself, and he understood that my problem really had nothing to do with food, that it was really a soul sickness. It was an underlying, deeper issue that needed to be addressed. And, you know, I kind of knew that by the time I met him. I knew that there was something wrong that went much deeper than food. It was this uneasiness, this dis-ease with myself, this unrest, this emotional nature that I had that I couldn't control. Oh, sure, I was like happy-go-lucky out in the real world. You know, people thought I was wonderful. I was a big people pleaser. But I would always console myself with food. You know, I'd please everybody and then come home and please myself by overeating. So anyway, I was very relieved to find out that there was a solution, and it had nothing to do with controlling food, because God knows I had no control. The result is that I was freed of the compulsion and the obsession to overeat one day at a time. And what this means is that I didn't have to fight food anymore, and I don't fight food anymore, and it's been years now. And if you're watching this and you can relate to my story, then you probably know about that compulsion. It doesn't matter if you're thin or overweight. It doesn't matter if you're eating right now or going to the gym religiously, or it doesn't matter what you're doing. Chances are you're frequently, if not constantly, hit with this desire to overeat, this compulsion to eat foods that you know aren't good for you. It's like this blinding drive that you can't control. It's like a tidal wave that comes over you, and you cannot stop it for the life of you. Doesn't matter how many packs of gum you're chewing, or if you've locked yourself up in your room, or you've drunk a gallon of water. It doesn't matter. It's this drive, this blinding magnetic force that just compels you to go to the refrigerator, open it up, and eat something, and then continue eating. Well, I know all about that, and I'm telling you right now that if you have that, it doesn't matter what model or scheme or diet or plan or program you try, it's not going to do away with that compulsion. But I have seen amazing things happen with what we offer and Be Totally Free. It's not just about the weight loss or the control of the food. It's literally having that compulsion and obsession to overeat removed, to where it's not a struggle, it's not a battle, it's not counting calories or restricting or controlling. It's literally just being free, totally free from the desire to hurt yourself with food, the desire to stuff yourself with food, or to do any kind of weird shenanigans with food. It's like it's been lifted. It's completely just removed from you. It's so amazing. And you can have that too. So I'm here to share the good news that if it's happened for me and I was hopeless, I was like somebody nobody could help, it can definitely happen for you. So don't give up hope. Don't feel like the best you can hope for is just to struggle along, to a very depressing, downtrodden way of life that's a constant fight with food. No, you can be totally free, and what that means is free from the unhappiness with yourself that always drove you to the food in the first place. So check us out at BeTotallyFree.com. Don't take my word for it. Hear it from others as well. But I wanted to tell you that, yeah, it's true. It is possible, and you don't have to give up hope. So check us out. Thanks so much.